get the 6th started. How is everybody? Everybody okay? We're coming into one of the final chapters, okay, of what I would say 5 books. But we're into the 4th book right now. Because the 5th book is going to happen fast. And it's going to happen and it'll be written for a long time. And I don't think I'll ever have time to finish it. Because when we get to the 6th book, it's the last day again, 4,000 or 5,000 years have passed. Right now I calculated everything. There was just an election poll online on my Facebook, okay, and they said 4 Democrats, okay, each Democrat is worth 22. 4 Democrats on the nay side says 88. Why? D is the 4th letter, E is the 5th letter. 9 plus the N letter for Democrats, their initials equal 22. They had 4 of them, you have a total of 88. 4 times 22 equals 88. H, Herbert Hoover. Now on the GOP side, they had a total of 7. It was between the nay and the yay, but we're going to get to that later. I broke that all up also. I'm so happy that you're watching. Do you know that? Oh, I feel so much better than I used to. Before I was trying to just push it out and trying to get, now that I don't really forget, and I'm only going to tell you what I remember. And I remember, of course, everything, because whatever I don't remember is what I forgot. I don't care about no more. I don't have to show anymore on my face. I believe the Word. Word inside the chapter of the book I read. It's just my thoughts. Just like I could never send it on the market. I wanted to send my book out. It wasn't good enough the first time. It wasn't good enough the second time. And the third time, it started to get good and better. Now it's a little broken down, up and down. So I'm doing a couple more videos just in case I have to do the quick turn around and look back. At least I know where it is. Democrats, GOP, the total my globe is blue. Total is 38. The 3 pigs, 8, 8, and 8 for the 111 world, and the 111 world says it's for the 11 world, and the other 1 world says it's for the 11 world. So it's 111. And the total of that is 111. How many stories on the Twin Towers? How many stories on the Twin Towers? Because this is what they had to do. They had to have your lobby. Then they get to the cross Christ, which is maybe about the floors crossing each other. But everyone after that has to go 27, 27, okay, 14, 27 is 41, 27 is 68. And then you go to the in-between, because you can't have more than 3 without a cross member, because the Rubik's Cube does. It's not me. These are all formations of games people play, and all I am is writing a book about what I see, and you're reading it, and you're enjoying it, or you hate it. But you can't call me up and change the book, because there's a billion people in the world, and everybody has their own point of view. And if they all don't like it, guess what? I satisfy myself just getting out my knowledge, in which is only the knowledge inside the book, and outside the book, they have no knowledge at all. I only have the knowledge between, hey, my friend, how is it going? Now you're all my friends, but you're all my fiends. Everybody knows that. You know when good comes, evil comes. Because everybody watches. There's a lot of good evil in the world, but when you start watching somebody else, like a spy, that's got to change. So I figured, okay, and I was thinking, listen to this, I'm going to jump off the Twin Towers and go onto this. Beverly Hills. Where did Jed Clampett live? Where did Jed Clampett live? They shot a black gold. What did they shoot a black gold with a rifle into the ground? Wouldn't they sink if it was right there? What was it, just a pin needle? Just started coming up just like that, eh? It was one of their lines back in time. Some old farmer got out and shot the line up. So they had to get rid of them. So then they made Beverly Hills, and they put the 3 X's, and she's drinking moonshine, and Jethro Tull, and Ellie Mae for the month of May, for Ellie in May, for Ellie the cow. Up and down came a bubbling boo. That, oh, Texas tea. Why Texas tea? They moved up the truck and moved to Beverly from a home on the farm. Why couldn't they just stay in Texas if they called it the Texas tea? One of the reasons for the Texas tea, okay, is because it's oil in the ground that gets delivered to them, okay, from outer space every so often. They're out. It's used to do the rotation of the system. So if you're hearing squealing sounds in the middle of the night and can't figure it out, it's inside the earth. It's not all rock, and there's no water. It's housing for people in tree houses. There's floors and rooms for people. But the second one of us is there. And the passage all the way around the world. So once we get to the 112th floor, that says KB, 111B, which means the second level. How many floors were there? Because this tells me we're going only to the second level at the 112th floor. 139, 142, 156, the 9th floor. That's where all the information comes in. And then they go to the 10th floor, and they run it. They go to the 11th floor, everybody sits, and then 2 blank floors, just to make like there's something higher in them. Because they have to go higher and be above, but in between, so it looks natural. Because that's what this is all about. Did you know that if I said 1, 2, 3, standing in one, going over to one, moving one more, or standing in the same one, and going forward and backward the same way, I went 2 forward, I've used the one position twice, which makes 202. If I do that by 4, it's 808. Now, if every world was brought together, since 0 has 0, you give it 8 from the others. Since one has 4 more than the other, you equalize it 4, you got 888. But you only still run 2 worlds. 1776. 74 times 24. 74 by 24. 1776. The Mayan calendar, made by the Mayans for their time and their generation. I'm not sure if they ran the world or not. But I do know, by height, weight, and size, they do size you up and they give you the genes accordingly. You get the genes of your parents added in, but you come here without a face. But there's a place. Now when you hear 301, why don't you just go 30 to 1? The minute you say 30 to 1, you go 2 6s or 2 1s, because in craps that's the payout on that dice. So it's all levels and levels and levels inside, but they can never stop, and it always has to be the same. And you ever see the how can I explain it? You see this? You see this part? This is the equator, okay? This is the equator. There, let me see. You understand that? The equator is like that. It goes up like that. You can go a little bit out to where my finger is, and it stops. The ocean goes out, and it never goes under. The only thing that goes under, it goes between the earth. There's only so much you can carry over to a ledge, and after that, you're just trapped on the other side, unless you're riding the horse like we're riding it right now. The telephone, ABC, DEF, GHI. Oh no.